know how to acknowledge that, like, now looking back, when I lunched her before, I could show you the video, but, like, she's not actually that balanced in the canter. Did she kick and buck out? No. But she also didn't maintain and roll well. So no, actually, there's a lot I can work on in the canter before getting on her and just trying to kick her through this. Yes, yeah, but she currently, I'm just like realizing she really wasn't even running well in the first place. Like, and I'm not saying I'm gonna crap out and chicken out and get off about it, but I'm just saying that, like, I do know skills that will make this easier, / like, not get fucked off, because that's just not really how I don't have to cowboy her, okay? Like, actually, there's a few things, and I can get on her after and do the walk trot and work on, like, her balancing with me, but also, BFFR, Amanda, that was your second time sitting on her. Like, grow up, calm down. Yeah. I've got 2 hours to try to hammer through chores before lazy lady comes. Only I'm not really able to take 2 hours doing chores because she shows up at 11:30, and I actually want to get Kaiser's bandage off, his muzzle on, and make sure he's, like, comfortable on a couch before she gets here, so hopefully she doesn't hear him talking. Then, portable at least. Okay. So, I fucking love mares because they never piss in the middle. It's so nice. It was 23 degrees out here when we got up. I don't know about where you. It's fucking cold. I wouldn't care if it gets warmer or colder. I just want it to snow. Make it pretty. I am from Vermont. 75 degrees in Florida. That's got to feel good. That's like, 70s are really the most ideal temperature. Gotta say that. 23, a little rough. This is a really fun coat for me to wear, because it's actually my mother's when she was younger. It's not my mom's style at all, because it's more of my dad's style. When my parents got together, they still are. My grandparents got them all matching buffalo pad shirts, coats. Not my mom's style, very much so my other side of the family style. And so that's why I have it now. She always kind of laughs when I show up with it. That I enjoy it and I use it more than she ever did. I've even sewn and fixed the buttons that were missing on it. So I happen to love it. Johnson Red wool coat, natural fibers. I will say it's not that fun for the hay, so I don't think I'll do hay until after everything. I don't know if you ever heard. I should probably make a whole list of what's going on with Kaiser. I noticed there's a few comments here and there that are recognize that he's gone. And he's not actually gone. He is just inside recovering from a surgery. We have all heard how fucking annoying he is when the horses are getting worked. I believe while he was chasing after the horses being worked on the outside of the pasture, I think he ran something over and cut his paw. When that happened, he got like a wound. That wound tried to fill in, caused scar tissue. I brought him to one vet, twice actually, for surgery to have it cut out and removed. And it instead formed more scar tissue to the point that we went to a podiatrist and he suggested that we actually remove the whole fucking toe so that way the scar tissue can, one, be removed, and two, if it does form, it will stop wedging dirt in there. It was really hard for him. And I will say I put it off because I couldn't really believe that he would limp less with scar tissue going on. So I wasn't going to do it. And then this limping got significantly worse despite the fact I was trying to soak and leave ointments and all this other shit. So he eventually went for surgery and he is now missing a toe. So that really is a bit of a bummer. I think you guys know what's under. However, I did film fresh content this morning. So there is that. However, it is 23 degrees out. And I'm not really quite warmed up. We'll maybe get there, maybe not. But so far, a little too cold to remove the coat. You guys can probably see my breath when I'm up against the window light. There you go. Oh my. It is 23 degrees Fahrenheit here. So I think like -2 Celsius. I have no fucking idea. It's cold. I'll warm up, but I don't know how much. I'm just flabbergasted how organized Roxanne is here versus in her stalls. made it so she can be inside with everybody else. Obviously, I never leave a horse out by itself, so it makes it so I can have everybody in. Because otherwise, if she wasn't able to be here, we'd have to just leave 2 horses out. What's up, Austin? Okay. She is gonna need more bedding, but we'll get to that. Okay, and also when it gets this cold, I do water a little different, but we'll get there too. One thing that's interesting about this time of year, and like, I work with what we got, okay? But this barn sucks because the ceiling frosts with the humidity of the horses in here. And then as it gets like warmer throughout the day, it starts dripping. The manure works great in gardens. I fucking love gardening. And it really helps out. It really helps grow, I don't think I can mention, really, the thing you can grow and then smoke. Loves horse manure. High in nitrogen, because honestly, horses are really bad at absorbing nutrients. They actually kind of, it's just ABC basically, already been chewed, hay, grass, plant matter. So it's really high in nitrogen, and it's really good for growing wacky-dacky plants. I personally really love growing tomatoes. It's probably my favorite plant to grow. I just think the plant's really fun. You can really mold it into your own sort of thing. High yield product. But this is usually when somebody in the comments goes, I hate tomatoes. That's okay. I love them. I have no idea. When I turned them out this morning, they were in a really random order, so I actually don't. I think Ellie was in this stall last night. They were all over the place instead of their normal stalls. I know it wasn't Joey, even though he's usually in this stall. So. Maybe it was Ellie. This is bright enough in here. I actually don't even have any lights on. But I can hear little pitter patters of the ridgeline dripping. So, thanks guys. I am always in here alone, yes. I do my chores every morning. It's only 9 stalls at most currently. I do wish, like, I got a new toy that I was supposed to maybe use. I've got a golf cart, and maybe someday I will figure out how to use that in a sense that, like, I won't have the manure hang out with me so much. The manure is actually a pretty hot selling point around here. I have several people that ask for it to mix with a rock, dirt, soil, etc., to make topsoil. And it is really good for the gardens. So thankfully I'm always able to keep the quantity amount of manure I have on the property down because of it. Kind of a quiet day. It's a lot less moisture out in the air than it has been, which has been a very uneasing feeling. The horses hate it. They all act stupid. They're all set off guard. So do not have a voice on. Why does that matter? I got Joey. It's kind of my boy toy. My boy. Hi everybody. How are y'all doing? So new to anybody here, it was 23 degrees. I think we're up to 29 degrees Fahrenheit. Feel like I should figure out what that is. Celsius. How many times I say it, maybe I'll get used to repeating it. I feel like Celsius is so dramatic, but Chewbacca boots. These are buffalo hide. I have a coworker who keeps thinking they're alpaca. Would be warm, but buffalo. They are insanely warm. That is why I wear them. When they get really gross, all you have to do is hose them off. It's fur, so they can repel water just like any others. You just hang it out to dry. Don't, stick it in a dryer or anything. You don't do that to fur, but keeps you warm. Very cold there too. I like the cold. I think it comes with a lot of cute outfits. And then after that, I follow up with getting dump every water. The difference is that one, this fucking coat hates touching hay, which is ironic because fur coats don't mind it. But I don't like touching hay in this coat. And I'll dump the water all at the end. The reason I will wait for the end to dump is because if I dump it in here, it will start freezing to the wheelbarrow and collecting piles and piles and piles, and it's really annoying then. And it won't dump out, and it slides out, and it gets heavier. Versus what I'm going to do is in the winter months, I will wait until the end, go through the barn, and then dump all of it all out together. This horse managed to get this shit out the door before. Yes. Hey guys, welcome everybody. Fourth stall, technically fourth. I think I'll be able to fit two, and two. Then the last stalls in the other barn, usually they're so ridiculously organized, I'm able to fit all three. Just remember, if she wants it to fit, it would. So. Getting through it, but it is a little bit of a heavy coat, so it's a lot to wear it. You guys see how fucking cold it is? It may be sunny, and it may be warming up. It is still, let's see, I'll check the actual temp. $31. I wonder what that is. How do we get Celsius? Well, welcome Preston and Axel to my OnlyFans, but You guys actually say that? Negative 0.5 Celsius? Say stuff? Baby. Nice to see you too, babe. Bye. Seeing you work. Oh, I'm motivating. That's awesome. It's a bummer I can't get 3 stalls to fit. Guys, the links are set up right in my bio to find anything. It's very easy. Thanks for looking though too. Sadly, I am not the same as what I am on here. There's apparently already an account of Itsamandalee with the correct number of E's at the end, and I can't grab it yet. I don't know if that's something I could discuss with YouTube, but it'd be kind of cool if I could. Fucker. I don't even know how they shit underneath their hay. I really don't. But they figure it out. Okay. I am slightly starting to overheat, which I think most of us know at that point is usually when I can't handle having a coat on anymore. Because I absolutely, I mean, I'm always usually cold until I'm doing chores, but I cannot fucking stand overheating. Drives me nuts. So, I really love cleaning out stalls, actually. Call me a weirdo. You won't be the first. We're gonna go grab those other stalls. And I'm going to take off a few layers. A little hot. Hot and dangerous. One of us don't know that. We'll see how long I last like that, though. It's hot and bubbling. Okay. I don't know. This little rubber can handle my coat. Coat's kind of heavy, which is probably why I was overheating. I just got my hair done yesterday. Woo, what a mess that is. Yeah, that feels better already. Oh, that can go on the ground. The other one cannot because it hates getting covered in sawdust. The wool just sticks to everything. I couldn't imagine farming sheep, which is ironically what 80% of Vermont was in the 1800s. We were sheep farmers. I say we because I don't even want to know how many generations of Vermont. Been here since the start. my? Where's my baby? I love this stallion. He is so organized compared to most horses in his stall. It really, I believe a horse that's organized in their stall is genuinely worth thousands of dollars more than a horse that's a fucking slob. I can't tell you how much this probably saves me in bedding and hay, in time. Like, they're just worth their weight in gold. And he's not even the most organized one I have. In all honesty, the mares that he got pregnant this year are probably the most organized horses I've ever had the pleasure of cleaning. Hey, where are you going with that? Milo, don't chew those paper towels up. That was weird. I don't even know where he found paper towels, but preferably don't go run off and chew them. Swallow them and also need surgery or something. Having a hell of a year with dogs. Usually I have a lot of heartache and despair with the horses, so I'll take the heartache with the dogs. It's a little less stressful because you don't have to, like, you know, they're in your house, so you can easily keep an eye on them when they're sick and stuff. Versus with the horses, I just don't think, you know, they don't whine. Like, dogs let you know when something's wrong. Horses are like, by the time you notice, it's a big problem. So oftentimes too, a horse misbehaving is actually a horse in pain, and people read it wrong. That just sucks. Oh, excuse me, burped. I don't think it's all gonna fit. Seems to be a lot for him.